Welcome. In this lesson, we are conducting our first practical experiment. We are going to determine the boiling point of water and demonstrate that science is empirical, that is based on direct observation and measurement. This is a classic experiment that shows how science works in practice. Let's get started. Our aim is to determine the boiling point of water. Our hypothesis is that water boils at 100 degrees Celsius at sea level. This experiment demonstrates several characteristics of science. It is empirical because we are measuring the actual temperature. It is objective because the thermometer gives us an objective measurement. It is verifiable because anyone can repeat this experiment and check our results. This is a simple but powerful experiment that shows how science works. We are going to use direct measurement to test our hypothesis. Let's see what we need. Here are the materials we need. A heat source. This could be a Bunsen burner or an electric stove, a metal pot or beaker to hold the water, a thermometer to measure temperature, about 500 milliliters of water, a stopwatch or timer to track time, and optionally, a clamp stand to hold the thermometer. Make sure you have all these materials before you start. If you don't have a clamp stand, you can carefully hold the thermometer. But be careful not to touch the bulb. The clamp is safer. Safety is very important when working with heat and hot water. Always wear safety goggles to protect your eyes. Be very careful with hot water because it can cause serious burns. Don't touch the thermometer bulb directly. Keep flammable materials away from the heat source. Allow equipment to cool before handling it. Work in a well-ventilated area. And if you are young, have an adult supervise you. Safety first. We want everyone to have a safe and a successful experiment. Let's go through the procedure step by step. First, fill your beaker with 500 milliliters of water. Insert the thermometer into the water, but don't let it touch the bottom of the beaker. Use a clamp stand to hold the thermometer in place. Place the beaker on your heat source. Gradually increase the heat and watch the temperature rise. When the water starts boiling, you will see bubbles rising from the bottom. Note the temperature and start your timer. Continue boiling and record the temperature every 30 seconds for 5 minutes. Record everything in your data table. This methodical approach ensures that you are collecting reliable data. This is how the setup looks like. Here is your data table. Record the temperature at each 30-second interval. You notice that once the water starts boiling, the temperature stays constant at around 100 degrees Celsius. This is what we expect. The temperature might vary slightly between 99 degrees Celsius and 101 degrees Celsius, depending on your thermometer's precision. Record all your measurements. Don't estimate. Use actual thermometer reading. This is empirical evidence. That is the direct measurement, not guessing. Here is what you should expect. Water should boil at or near 100 degrees Celsius. Once boiling starts, the temperature should remain constant. If you repeat the experiment, you should get similar results. This demonstrates reproducibility, that your thermometer might have a precision of plus or minus 1 degree. So readings between 99 degrees Celsius and 101 degrees Celsius are acceptable. If your results are very different, think about what might have caused the difference. Was the thermometer accurate? Did you follow the procedure correctly? These questions help you think critically and scientifically. They help you identify potential sources of error. Then write your conclusion. State what you found. Explain how this demonstrates that science is empirical. Discuss whether your results confirmed your hypothesis. This is how scientists communicate their findings. This experiment demonstrates several characteristics of science. It is empirical because we measured the actual temperature with a thermometer. We didn't guess. It is objective because the thermometer gives us an objective measurement that doesn't depend on personal opinion. It is verifiable because anyone can repeat this experiment and check our results. And it is methodical because we followed clear step-by-step procedures. This is what makes science reliable and trustworthy. Thank you for watching this experiment on boiling point of water. If you try this experiment, share your results in the comments. Tell us what boiling point you measured. Did you get 100 degrees Celsius? In our next lesson, we will conduct a second experiment on the simple pendulum that demonstrates replication. See you then.